Hello, everybody. So we're going to start in a bit. So if you can hear and see me clearly, please type yes in the chat box. I see. All right. Okay, we will wait around another 1 minute to let the participant to join in. Okay, so hello everyone. I hope that you have a great evening today. So let me tell you about futures trading. So have you guys heard about futures trading? If you heard about futures trading, please type yes in the chat box. Okay, futures is a leverage, a tool that can help you to profit in the market rapidly with a smaller capital outlay. So in fact, there are many full-time traders who trade futures for a living. So if you get the market direction wrong, you may also lose substantial money quickly as well. So therefore, it is important for you to understand this trading tool well first before you blindly trade in hope for a quick gains. So that is why we bringing you this hands-on online workshop, which title is Experiential Futures Trading for Undergraduate. So this session is specifically designed for university students who want to learn futures trading in a safe, fun, and also experiential way. So what you're going to learn in this webinar, number one, the basic of futures trading. Number two is how margin works in a futures trading. Number three is how to calculate your profit and loss. And number four, experience derivative trading simulator. And lastly, how to participate in the Derivative Virtual Trading Challenge 2022. So this webinar will be consist in three parts. The first part in the content will be the discussion of the topic for around 60 minutes. Then it will follow around 50 minutes Q&A session. And then right after, we will be having 50-minute Kahoot quiz session. So what is more interesting is that we are going to give out 30 ringgit Dash Ingo e-wallet reload pin to the smartest 10 students who answer the most question correctly in our quiz. So for your information, this webinar is brought to you by Bursa Malaysia. Okay, we will be having with us today Ms. Susan Low and also Ms. Lunaya. Ms. Susan Low is a senior executive commodity derivative product development team in the Bursa Malaysia Derivative, and Susan Low is currently attached with the commodity derivative product development team at the Bursa Malaysia Derivative. She is responsible for improving and also expanding the commodity product offering of the exchange. Susan Low joined the industry in the year of 2017 as a futures broker representative before joining Bursa Malaysia Derivative in May 2021. She graduated from a Singapore Institute of Management with an honor degree in finance and also economics. So before we started, Ms. Susan, can I read a disclaimer first, if you mind?
Yeah, please go ahead. Thanks.
All right.
Thanks, Charles.
So before we started, let me read you some disclaimers. So whatever we share in this webinar is for general information purpose only. This information does not consist of legal, financial, trading, or investment advice. So we will not make any recommendation or endorsement regarding any or all product mentioned. So if you're reading the information is presented, slightly please advise to seek independent advice or consult to relevant law, regulation, and rules. So Bursa Malaysia and also the presenter do not accept any liability for the information provided during the presentation and in the presentation slides, and also for investment or trading decision made on the basis of this information. So please welcome Ms. Susan Law for her presentation.
Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. I'm so happy to meet you all here. Okay, so today, right, I'm going to, like what Cha say, I'm going to give a basic introduction to futures trading. So it's about how to calculate and how does the margin works. It's like a futures 101. So during the webinar, right, if you have any question you want to ask us, please put your questions in the Q&A box and we'll try to answer as much questions as we can. So yeah, without further ado, let me share my slides and let's get started. Okay, is everybody able to see the full screen? If yes, I appreciate you can help put in the chat box. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Hui Ching and PK Lim. Appreciate your help. Okay, so today's title will be Experiential Futures Trading for Undergraduates, for specially designed for all of you. Okay, so first of all, let us talk about what is a futures contract. So start from the first point here. Let me open my laser point. Yeah, start from here. Futures contract, right, is actually a legal agreement. Legal agreement, you might think that it is like a paper contract or something, but it's actually a legal agreement that's able to trade anywhere with internet. So yeah, there was a platform provided to trade this legal agreement in a, centralized marketplace. So very convenient for us to trade. And this legal agreement, right, is to buy or sell a particular commodity or financial instrument at a predetermined price at a specific time in the future. And it is standardized to facilitate trading on a futures exchange. So everybody basically trade the same contract specification. So everybody is like knowing what kind of contract they are trading. So it is very convenient and very transparent for everybody to price in the contract efficiently. And it details the quality and the quantity of the commodity or financial instrument, and it can be physically delivered or cash settled. So let us move on and see how this works. So every time when you open a futures contract specifications, right, call this a contract specifications. So every futures product, almost every financial asset, right, they will have a contract specification. It is talking about what are you trading. So for futures contract, right, always use, okay, what is the contract specifications first to understand what are you trading. So this is very, very important. So you might see a very wordy kind of a document, but let me show you what are the important things that we should take a look at if we are, if depending you are, what are you trading? If you might be arbitraging the pricing, means only looking for pricing, or some of the commercial players, they actually do want to do a delivery of the commodity using this futures contract. So of course that if you have, the commercial players, they have to put more attention into the very, very details of the contract. But for pricing, purely pricing, speculators, arbitrage, purely on the buy and sell of the contract, here are some of the key things that you may take note. So first of all, right, it is always start with the first one, the underlying asset. This is to tell you what are you trading exactly. So it might be any index. For Malaysia, for the futures product, and Malaysia, right, BMD's product, we have the FKLI, which is the futures of the FTSE, the FTSE KLCI index. So I will talk about it later. And we also have the FCPO. So FCPO is a palm oil contract. So it will be stated here in the underlying asset. So you, for the first line, right, know exactly what are you trading with this contract. So we need to take note of the contract size for traders, right? Pure traders, they need to take note what is the size, how big the contract they are trading. Because futures, right, is a little bit different from stocks. So stocks, right, you most likely have to pay the full amount. If you're not using a margin account, you have to pay a full amount in order to buy that stock. But futures, right, it is like a leverage contract. So margin, what you'll know first is the margin of the futures contract, but you also have to know the size of the futures contract you're trading so that you know your exposure. Okay. And the third most important thing is the minimum price fluctuation. So you want to know that what is the incremental, what is the minimal incremental price of that contract. I will talk about this a little bit more later. So basically, these are the three key things that you have to know before you start trading this contract. Like other details are also very important, but we are going to cover more on these three items today, purely for pricing and trading. Okay, let's start with FKLI. So anyone here is a finance or economics or any banking student right here? If you are, you may put in the chat box or any related, any related major. What major are you taking? This is actually to understand, have you heard about the KLCI index? Yeah, we have one accounting student here, Shamil. Okay, thank you, Shamil. Thank you for your answer. So has anybody, so usually, have you ever, heard about this KLCI index? It is the most important index in Malaysia that reflects the overall sentiment of the stock market of Malaysia. So if that's not right, so let me give a brief introduction of what is it. So this index, right, KLCI index, it is a index component that consists of 30 largest capitalization stock in Malaysia. So biggest stock in Malaysia, so they also reflect the sentiment. So means if the index is going down, you will see a negative sentiment of the market in Malaysia. And if you see the index is going up sharply, then it means that the sentiment is very good and everybody is pretty positive towards the market, because it consists of the 30 largest stock in Malaysia. That is why it kind of is able to reflect the sentiment, call it sentiment of the market. So sentiment also means how good are people feeling towards the market, how confident they are. So this is basically the idea. And for FKLI, right, it is the futures of the index, because KLCI, right, is basically not tradable because it is an index. You can only trade it using the ETF or maybe unit trust, or you can trade it using a futures contract. So FKLI is a futures contract of the KLCI index. So it is tradable, and here's how to trade it. So the features of this FKLI is, first, the most important that we have to know is the contract size. It is the index, the KLCI index, times 50. Again, it's this index of the KLCI. I mean, you can see the index point, right? The size is the index point times 50. So it is a pretty large contract. And the minimum price fluctuation, is 0.5 index point. So what this means is that it means that every price incremental or price reduction, it is the minimum, it is 0.5 in this futures contract. So you won't see like 1,400.01. You won't see that when you're trading a futures contract. Yes, you will see that in the actual KLCI index, but when you're trading a futures contract, right, it is only, you can only see like 1,400.5, or it will increase up to 1,401. So this is what the minimum price fluctuation means. And then also want to mention a little bit about the settlement method. So it is cash settled, and so cash settled products, right, are usually more simple to understand, because even if you hold a contract until the expiry. So every futures contract, because it is a contract, so every contract has its expiry date. So what happens for a futures contract that is cash settled at its expiry? So it means that if you're holding this contract until its expiry date, right, it will automatically settle the contract for you and it will automatically calculate your P&L for you. So after the expiry date, right, you will no longer, it has expired, calculated the P&L for you, and you no longer hold that position anymore. So it is not like stocks, right? Stocks, you have to, you bought the stocks, you have to sell the stocks, only consider you close the position. But for futures contract, you bought the stocks, you bought the futures product, bought the futures contract, and you might hold it until the expiry, and you automatically settle the contract for you. Yeah, this is a difference. This is one of the difference between futures and stocks. Okay, so why trade the FKLI? So as what we mentioned just now, it is an exposure to the constituents of the FTSE Bursa Malaysia Kuala Lumpur Composite Index, the KLCI Index. And it is a leverage trading. I will talk about this leveraging more. It looks like a huge word, but it is very easy. It's a very simple concept, and it's very useful, especially you need especially on capital efficiency. That means that you're using a smaller fund size to get a larger exposure of the instrument that you're trading. So this is especially important if you want to you want to maximize the usage of your capital. Yep, and third, the ability to short sell. Understand that for this Malaysia stocks market, right, we are still able to somehow short sell some stocks intraday, but there will be a lot of restrictions, a lot of rules that you have to understand before actually doing the short selling. But this is for the stocks part. But as for futures contract, like the short selling is a built-in feature. So it is meant for you able to short sell anytime when when it is a trading hour, of course, and you buy back. You short sell means you are estimating that the market will drop. So you short sell, and then when the price drops, you buy back to profit from the market. So that means that you can, with futures contract, right, you can basically profit when the market is going up or down. So there are two directions that you can trade. So this is a very big advantage of the futures contract. And thirdly, it is need a prudent capital management. It's what we mentioned leveraging just now. So for people who wants to maximize the usage of their capital, in small capital, get a larger exposure. That's why you also need a prudent capital management, because leverage, it is a double-sided sword. You may earn larger profit with that amount of fund, and you may also make a larger amount of loss with the same amount of capital that you have. So you need a capital management. And also we want to mention about lower cost of entry. So compared to the exposure that you're getting for trading a futures contract, right? The cost of trading is relatively smaller. So this is also a very good feature of the futures contract, because it is counted not by percentage, it is counted by number of contracts you have traded. So it's a very, very simple calculation. Like you traded one contract, means you pay that amount of that fixed amount of fee. Of course, there will be exchange fee and brokerage fee. So you just pay that fixed amount of fee, and there's no percentage involved when you're calculating your cost. And also global access. So people all over the world, they have a very easy access towards Malaysia's futures product. It means that the pool of traders is very, very diverse. So this happens because we are connected to the CME in the US, CME Globex. So this is a very technical part. So, but it's good to know. That's why because we are using CME Globex as a trading engine, right? So the whole world basically can access our futures contract. So it is a very good product. very diverse investors. It's very good for trading. Okay, so now we talk about the correlation between the FKLI and KLCI. You can see that the KLCI in this chart, right, is red color, and the FKLI, the futures of the KLCI, is the blue color. So we notice that there are some price difference. They're not exactly the same as the index. There's some price difference because of the dividend, because it is a futures. So basically you are trading a futures contract, trading a future price using the, that is derived based on the spot KLCI index. So the futures contract, right, actually priced in, because you're trading a futures price, so it priced in the dividends already. So there will be some price difference. But you can see that the correlation, right, the correlation means the when the price when KLCI goes up, the FKLI also goes up. This means that there's a very, very high correlation between these two assets. So that means that FKLI is a very, very good tool to hedge against the KLCI. So FKLI, I'd like to introduce the FKLI first because it is a futures of the KLCI index. So hopefully this will be, you would like to understand this product first. So if you are interested in this product, right, or if you like this product, you can also let me know that you want to know more. Just put it in the chat. Yep. So yeah, let's get into how to calculate the performance bond. So if you are trading the futures contracts, right, there's a very important item that we should know. It's called the performance bond. It's a technical term, but in layman term, right, we call it the margin requirement or initial margin. That means your starting capital. So how much fund do you need to start trading one contract of the FKLI? So we call margin requirement. It has three names: performance bond, some people call it performance bond, some people call it margin requirement, and some people call it initial margin. So they all mean the same. And also how to calculate your profit and loss for FKLI. So again, the three important things that you have to know in order to calculate your profit and loss. So of course, it's always the contract size and the minimum price fluctuation. Then so now the contract size, right? The contract size, as we mentioned just now, it is 50. It is the index point times 50. This will be the contract size. So let's dive in and look at the example of how to calculate first. So let's say you are buying to open one contract. We also call it one lot of, it should be FKLI. I think there's a typo here, sorry about that. So you are going to buy FKLI at 1,400 index point, and you sell it back to the market to close position and 1,410. So the difference, right, is 10 points. That means how you calculate the P&L is actually 10 times 50, and you get 500 ringgit. So this is your profit and loss from trading this FKLI and earning 10 points, 10 index point, you'll get 500 ringgit. So yeah, as simple as that, very straightforward. And back to the performance bond, right? The performance bond of FKLI, also a typo here, performance bond of FKLI, right? Because the performance bond, it actually changes time to time. It is because that it is a fixed amount. A very good thing for this your margin requirement, right? For futures product is it is a fixed amount. So before you trade a contract, right, it is not related to how high the index point is or how low the index point is. You only need to know how much of the margin requirement for this particular product. So as of now, right, this margin requirement is always published on the Bursa Malaysia website. You can also get the margin if you have an account with a broker. You can also get this margin this amount of margin, can inquire the broker to know this. This is a standard. I mean, this information is standard for everybody. So the margin requirement, right, it's a fixed 4,200 ringgit per contract. So that means that your account, the minimum fund you need to have in your account is 4,200 ringgit in order for you to trade one contract of FKLI. But you can see that FKLI, their fluctuation is, I mean, for the 1 day fluctuation, right, it can range from 10 points or maybe 20 points if it's more volatile. So for 1 day with a 4,200 of capital, right, you are exposed to quite a big capital, because with I mean 10 points, you can easily get a 10 points of profit or loss with the FKLI in 1 day. So this capital, right, to get this amount of profit and loss, right, it is considered quite a big exposure. So this product is also very good for intraday trading. Means if you are technical, I mean, if you like to do technical analysis, FKLI is actually a very good product, because you can, I mean, analyze the support and resistance of the product and then trade intraday. So, I mean, for this capital, right, it is enough to earn a few hundred. I mean, you might do a few hundred loss also, because like what we say, it's a double-edged sword, right? But yeah, it is a very good product for intraday trading as well. Yep, continuing on from the profit and loss calculation and the margin requirement, right? So this is how, if you are not very familiar with the futures contract yet, right, this is how we start trading the futures contract. So first, we need to open a derivatives trading account. So it has to be derivatives, because there are a lot of accounts, many different types of accounts you can open, I mean, in order to trade a certain financial assets. So like you open a CDS account to trade stocks, but for futures trading, right, you need to open a derivatives trading account. So it's a totally different account from the CDS account, because that's for stocks. And this derivatives, right, is for futures and options trading, for the, I mean, yeah, especially for futures and options trading. And the fund in the trading account, right, I mean, how much fund you need in the trading account, it should be more than your initial margin in order for you to start trading. If you have less than the initial margin, you can't enter the market. The platform will stop you from doing that. So yeah, you just need to make sure your fund is more than the stated initial margin at that time. And then you choose the product to trade, and you analyze the market and get to know your product really well. So for BNB's product, right, you can actually learn about the product, learn the trading strategies and all the tips and tricks from Bursa Academy. So it's a very good platform for everybody to log in and learn together with us. And then we have to decide an entry and exit strategy, and then we can finally start trading. So this is the process. So when I was in university, that I actually don't understand how do we start trading. So I think that this will be, I mean, this might be what you would like to understand as well. So I mean, if you like this, right, just let me know in the chat box as well. Yeah, and for futures trading account, right, we have these are our licensed futures broker. For official terms, right, we call them trading participants. So these can take a screenshot. These are the only, I mean, licensed futures brokers in Malaysia. So with this list, right, you can identify that who are licensed and who are not licensed. So as from an exchange, right, we highly recommend trading with a licensed futures broker, so that everything is being regulated and everything has to be done. I mean, you have a security to trade with a licensed futures broker. It's very, very important. Yep. So back to the FKLI, right? So FKLI, for every futures product, they have their own trading session. So like FKLI, its trading session is parted into three sessions a day. So we have a morning session. Morning, it starts from 8:45 a.m. until 12:45 p.m. So it actually opens 50 minutes before the stock market opens. Yeah, and it has a lunchtime. It trades until 12:45 p.m. And in the afternoon, right, it opens again, and you have a lunchtime afternoon, 2:30 p.m. It opens again, and then it finally stops trading at 5:15 p.m. And for futures contracts, right, we actually have a night trading session. So official terms, we call it after hours T+1 trading session. So T+1 trading session means it, like example, right, for people like us, we are working, a lot of people are working in the daytime and only have time during the night time. So they can also watch the market and trade the market at night, which is very good for promoting the price transparency and also increasing the price efficiency of this product. Because nighttime, this 9 p.m. to 11:30 p.m., right, is actually a time where the US and other parts, the exchange of the other parts of the world, when they are active, they are open and they are active. So when there's anything happen on other exchange, right, any big news, any big waves that affects the market, right, traders can also effectively and efficiently price in using the FKLI. So this night trading session is also very crucial. So this is an interesting study from our team, right? So we actually compile the average daily volume and part it into 30 minutes and see what are the hours that are most active, that this product is most actively traded. So for this first bar is the first 15 minutes. So maybe it's a 15 minutes, so it's a little bit slow. And towards 9 o'clock, right? 9 o'clock to 9:30 in the morning. So this is where the highest volume, it is the most active time of the FKLI product. And it will slow down when it's coming towards the lunchtime. And after lunchtime, right, it will be active again. And it will also be most active, right, towards before the market is closing. Yeah. So if you are doing this simulation, right, you can also observe when is the most active, when is the most liquid time for you to enter the market. So usually when volume is high, right, is when the market is the movements will happen. So these are very good time slots that you should take note. So on a night trading session, right, it is more quiet because Malaysia market, right, our stocks market is open on the daytime. So it is normal that futures product, this FKLI is more active on the daytime and less active on the nighttime. But it's a good time to effectively price in when there's anything on the other side of the world. So other than FKLI, right, we also have the FCPO. Actually, FCPO is the most actively traded BMD futures contract, because Malaysia, right, Malaysia, the crude palm oil, FCPO is a contract with the crude palm oil as the underlying asset. So crude palm oil is one of Malaysia's most important commodity. So, it contributes a lot to the GDP of Malaysia. So everybody actually, it is a very, very important commodity. And then with the futures contract, designed to price in this CPO market, right? So this FCPO actually has some age already. It's actually more than 40-year-old in Malaysia. So, and after all these years, right, because and also Malaysia is actively trading the physical crude palm oil with the other countries, so that a lot of commercial participants look at FCPO as the benchmark, the pricing benchmark of the crude palm oil. So in this region, right, because the Southeast Asia is more to produce the producer of the palm oil. So the other countries are actually looking at Southeast Asia's pricing to effectively trade the physical crude palm oil. And to do this, right, they actually look at FCPO to take it as a price reference. So FCPO is a very, very important product in Malaysia. Yeah, and its key features is that its contract size is also 25, same as FKLI, but it has a slight difference. So we'll look at this a little bit later in the next slide. And the settlement method, right, is also different from FKLI. It is a physically delivered contract. That means that the commercial players, right, can actually trade this contract on the platform, and actually by the expiry of this FCPO contract, right, they actually do physical delivery using this contract. It means they follow the contract specs of this FCPO and then deliver the correct quality according to the contract specs via the exchange. So they are actual commodity, physical commodity being traded via the exchange and using this contract. That's why this is a very, very important contract in Malaysia. About this maturity date, right, actually means it's expiry date of the contract. So it expires every 15 calendar day of the contract month. Yep. So FCPO is used as a hedging tool for crude palm oil. So in this blue line in this chart, right, blue line means is the MPOB price. MPOB means Malaysia Palm Oil Board. So it's a standard. It's a platform. All the commercial palm players used to trade crude palm oil. So they will have a reference price, and the reference price will be used to trade physical crude palm oil. But the red line, right, is the third month FCPO. Why we are using the third month is because if we are trading the spot month, right? How to say spot month and third month is like, because futures contract, they will have many contract months. And let's say January, if you are trading the January contract, right? If the commercial players are trading the January contract, that means that they can, if they trade that contract, right, and hold it until expiry, that means that they will actually deliver the crude palm oil, the physical crude palm oil on January itself. So you can also choose to trade the February contract if you want to deliver on the February, March contract if you want to deliver on March. So this is what the different contract month meant. Expiry at different times, different months. So why are we specifically talking about the third month FCPO contract? Because third month FCPO contract, right, is the most liquid and most actively traded FCPO contract compared to the other FCPO contract months. Also, one of the reasons is because it is away, it is far enough from the spot month, because it's a physically delivered contract. You don't want to end up holding that contract month until expiry, and you have to, if you are buying the contract rate, you might end up having to own that crude palm oil, and you have to store that crude palm oil. So you don't want to end up with that. But if you are a seller of this contract and hold on to expiry, right, you have to really find palm oil and deliver the palm oil to the buyer. So we don't want to end up in that situation, which is why people would use the third month FCPO, because it's far enough from the spot month. It's a third month FCPO as a hedging tool to price the crude palm oil. Yep. So if you're trading FCPO, right, you are doing some speculation, arbitraging, and some pricing, right? You should use the third month FCPO contract as a reference, as a starting at least. Of course, there are also opportunities trading, profit opportunities on the other months of futures contract. But as a start, right, if they haven't have any experience, that the third month is a great month to start with. So how to calculate the performance bond and the profit and loss of the FCPO. Also, two most important things, look at the contract size first and the minimum price fluctuation. So very important thing here is the minimum price fluctuation, right? It's actually 1 ringgit. So it's very straightforward when it comes to calculation. So that means that for any 1 ringgit movement, you earn 25 ringgit if you only trade one contract. Start with the performance bond first. So FCPO is more expensive. I mean, in the capital you need to start trading FCPO is actually much more than FKLI. It is 10,000 per contract. So you at least need to have a 10,000 to start trading one contract of FCPO, slightly higher than FKLI. And how to calculate the profit and loss, right? It's same as FKLI. Just calculate the difference between your entry and exit price, but times 25. FKLI is times 50. Let's look back to FKLI. Yeah, FKLI is times 50 because it's 0.5 index point times 25. So that means one index point is 50. But for FCPO, right, one index point is only 25 ringgit. So this is how the contract is designed lah. So example of how to calculate, right? So let's say your entry price, you buy to open one lot of FCPO at 4,000 and exit, you sell one lot to close your position at 4,010. So the difference between your entry and exit is actually 10 ringgit. And to calculate your profit, right, it is 10 ringgit times the contract size, 25, and then you get a 250 ringgit profit. And that's as easy and as straightforward as that. Yep, let's look at the trading sessions of FCPO. So FCPO actually started a little bit later than compared to FKLI. It's starting at 10:30 a.m. until 12:30 p.m. It's a morning session. Afternoon session is 2:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. And after hours means night trading, right? It's from 9 p.m. until 11:30 p.m. So we can see that for FC people, right, people are more, I mean, because it's a half hour chart, so that it starts at 10:30 a.m. So it has a good, good half an hour. It doesn't start like for FKLI, right? Because it's the first buy is only 15 minutes, so you'll see a much lower trading volume. But people usually like to start trading once the market opens, the trades will flock in. So these are the active hours, hours that are when FCPO are most actively traded at the start and also at the start of the afternoon session. And before the market close, right, there are also a lot of trades coming in because a lot of people actually prefer intraday trading and they are not holding the position overnight. So some of them, they will choose to close their position before the market close, which is why there's a hike of the volume before 6 p.m. And then after hours, it is more active. It is less active compared to the morning session, but it is also quite a decent volume during the night hours. Also because CPO, right, FCPO crude palm oil is highly, its pricing, right, is highly correlated with the US soybean oil because they are substitutes. People can either use palm oil or soy oil, and there's this sustainability issue being discussed. So people do look at these two commodity to compare the price. So soybean oil are usually more, US also has this soybean oil futures contract. So people, when the US market is open, right, if I actually look at soy oil or soybean, look at FCPO and effectively price in if there's any news or any movement. So that's why it is also quite active at night. Yep. Yeah, and this slide, right, is about because you will see there are two different palm oil contracts within the BMD product suite. So the FCPO, right, is actually the peninsula, pricing the peninsula, CPO from the peninsula Malaysia. And then there's the new contract, the FEPO, it's called the East Malaysia Crude Palm Oil Futures. It is launched not long ago. It is only 1 year old. till now because it's launched 4th October last year. So it's a pretty new contract, but this contract is specially designed to price in the crude palm oil from the East Malaysian market. So the crude palm oil in these two regions, right, they always have a price difference because of the supply and demand. Maybe when they export from different regions, right, the shipping charges, the insurance, and it's called the cost of the insurance and freight. It is different from these two regions, and also, they export to different continents, different countries, which is why the supply demand structure is a little bit different in these two regions. So there's always a price difference. That's why Bursa has specifically designed this new contract to improve the pricing, the price transparency of CPO in the East Malaysia. So these two products, because the underlying assets are the same, right? So we can effectively compare between these two products and trade accordingly, because these two products are in the exchange and we can compare their prices, line to line like that. It's very, very convenient. And to add on for that, right, the exchange also launched a special market called the intercommodity spread market. So that means it looks like this. It looks something like this. It means it is listed on the trading platform, and you can see it will automatically calculate the price difference between these two contracts. So some of the traders, right, they are outright traders and they are spread traders, different strategy. So you can learn more. Also, you can find some of the pre-recorded webinars in the Bursa Academy. They will specifically teach us what it means, what spread trading means. So it's a totally different concept compared to outright trading, because outright trading basically have to analyze whether the commodity or market is going up and down. But spread trading, right, is trading the difference between two contracts. Yeah, buy and sell, buy one contract and sell one contract. This is the spread, trading the spread of the contract. Buy and sell one contract simultaneously. So there's it is also a very, very good strategy, and you can see lots of trading opportunity within the spread market as well. So make sure to look at the Bursa Academy webinars and learn more about spread trading. Yep. So why we should trade in futures? Because of its ability to leverage and provide a hedging against price fluctuation and rates. So let's say how to say it can be hedged. It's because let's say how hedging works. Let's say for FKLI, right? So let's say there's a fund that holds the KLCI stock component. So it mimics the KLCI and holds the exact component according to its weightage. So for stocks, right, the fund is, buys that pool of funds. So when the fund manager actually found out that, hey, the market sentiment is going bad in a short period of time, but it's holding this large pool of stocks, right? The fund manager cannot be selling the whole pool of funds immediately, because it will actually drag down the market, and it's very detrimental to the fund itself. So when the market is anticipated to go into a bad sentiment, right, going negative, what the fund manager do is actually, he's able to short sell the futures contract. So because the FKLI, short selling the FKLI, right? FKLI, it is, the pricing, it is highly correlated. It's basically priced based on the KLCI index. So the fund manager can actually short the FKLI while still holding all the stock position that mimics the KLCI index, so that the exposure can be cancelled out. Some of the exposure can be cancelled out. So At the same time, doesn't have to sell that pool of stock, but also reduce the exposure of that pool of stock by canceling some of the price exposure. Yeah, this is how the hedging works. Less time consuming than choosing individual stock. So if you are looking at the sentiment, the whole market sentiment itself, right, you can actually trade the index and not having to choose individual stocks to trade. An alternative asset class. So yeah, why not diversify your portfolio with stocks and also with futures products? And yeah, the ability to trade at all seasons means you can actually profit from when the market is a bull market and also when the market is a bear market. So during a bear market, right, actually futures is very, very much preferred by the investors because this is where they can still trade and still profit from the market. Yep, a bit of how big the leverage is. So let's put it in the in this numbers, right, to see how the leverage works. So KLCI index, FKLI rate, right, is the KLCI index multiplied by 50. So let's say the price, the index point of the KLCI is 1,400. So if you buy one contract, right, it actually means that you bought 1,400 times 50. That means you actually bought a 70,000. You're exposed to this large amount. You have bought this, but only using an initial margin of 4,200. So you use 400, 2,000, and then you get an exposure of 70,000 ringgit. So it's actually quite a big difference. So that means the leverage effect, right, is actually we just divide 70,000 with 4,200. It's a 16.6 times. So small is why we say the smaller capital exposed getting a larger exposure is what leverage meant. I think we are running out of time, so we can directly jump into the derivative trading simulator. So this is what this webinar is about, like, is to introduce the derivative trading simulator. So before you actually open a stocks account and fund your account, right, we have a very, very good opportunity, a very, very good platform to test out the strategy, to actually know how the futures contract will actually feel it, because this derivative trading simulator that you can get it for free from Bursa Marketplace. You can just click on this link, screenshot this place, and type Bursa Marketplace from Google, and then you can easily get to this page and then sign up for derivative trading simulator. So let me show you a bit on how this platform looks like. Let me exit the screen share. Okay, can you see oops. Okay, can you see my screen now? Yep, anybody? Okay, thanks, Isa. Thank you, Hui Qing. So this is how the screen looks like. So when you go to the Bursa Marketplace, click on the link, register. I mean, the process is quite easy to follow and register, right? And you will get you'll get some email instructions, of course. Follow them, read the email and follow instructions, and you'll easily get to this page. So once you open this page, right, you will see this is a default setting. So very good thing that is that you don't have to start from zero. You don't have to open the tabs yourself. It starts like this. So it's easier for us to start. So the first thing we have to see, right, is the quote monitor. So the quote monitor, right, is where you want to see all the products that you need. So when you click on this quote monitor, right, you may see there's a lot of products being preset in this quote monitor, but what you need to do is to choose the product that you want to see, because it gives you an overall glance of all the products you are interested with and you are trading. So first thing is to remove the products that you're not interested in yet, and focus on the products that you want to trade. So let's say you can click on the X here, to remove the contracts that you're not trading. And then how to find the contracts that you want to trade. You can actually click this find button here, and then it will bring you to this page. So the first one, MPC crude palm oil, has a description here. So just click on it if you want to open the crude palm oil contract, or if you want to open the KLCI contract, just click on it and choose the year, and then you can scroll the month here. So the green colors one are the available contract months. So you can seek what are the available contract months by looking at the color. And you can also try to click the next year and see if there's any available contract, which is a March only. So most of the available contracts are still this year's contract. So FKLI, right, we normally trade the spot month on the second month. It's the most active contract month of FKLI, also because of its cash settlement feature, and also it is closer to the KLCI stock price. So a lot of people will trade the spot month. This is the nature of the contract. So you just choose the contract you want, or you can choose multiple and click OK. So it will add all the contracts you need in this quote monitor. And you can also customize the quote monitor. Look at the select columns from this 3 dots setting button, because there are a lot of things that you might not use. So the most important one is to look at the last price. The last price is actually the price that's trading right now. So last price you cannot remove. It's the most important one you need. Net change means, how far has the price changed compared to yesterday's settlement price? So you can clearly see how much the index has increased or reduced. So this is also very important. Net change in percentage. So yeah, some of us might like to use it, some of us might not. And the high-low bid-ask. Yeah, bid-ask is also very important. So to see what is the buyer's price and what is the seller's price. So yeah, these are also some of these are very important things that you have to remain in the quote monitor to get an overall view. So you can choose among this, and then according to your preference, see which one you need to analyze the market. Yeah, so after you have removed those that you didn't need, you just click save, and you get a nice view of all the products you are interested in. And also make sure, right, the next thing here is the chart, the chart tab. This is also a very, very convenient feature, because you can actually link this with the quote monitor. This red color, right, means you are linking the chart with the quote monitor. So when you want to look at one contract, right, you just need to click on that contract, click on it, and it will reflect. Give me a minute. Yeah, you click on it and it will reflect on the chart. So this is how it works. So you can add indicators from here. If you want to use Bollinger Band, you just click, and then you need to click apply, and then the Bollinger Band will be in. You can also choose what kind of time frame you want from this day, intraday. You can choose the time frame that you need for your own trading purpose. And the next thing here, right, is the price ladder. Price ladder is also very important, because sometimes this is where you trade. So what you need to do, right, the left-hand side here is more towards the left-hand side is the bid price, buyer's price. The right-hand side is the ask price, what the sellers are quoting. So let's say you want to buy a contract, right? You just need to click on these 3 lines here. It will show you place buy limit order, place sell stop order. So the difference between the limit order and stop order, what is it? The limit order is queue to buy. Means that, okay, the last price now is actually at 4,057. So if you want to queue, you want to buy at 4,056, right? You just click on the 3 lines here and place a buy limit order. It means you are queuing for your turn until some sellers who quite interested in hitting your price because it's lower than the last price. So this is where you queue. So what a stop order means. The stop order means, right, when you place a sell stop order at this price that is lower than the market price, right? That means that when the price hit your price, then you will stop loss. That's why it's there's stop for this name of the order. So yeah, and the third most important thing that you look at is the account information. Click on it, and it will open the account information for you. So this is the place where you look at your funds and what is happening in your account. So OPM means open position monitoring. You see what position you have. Like I've just bought an FKLI position just now, so it will reflect here. And account information, right? You can see what is your initial margin, how much fund do you have. So this is I think this is in US dollar. Yeah, there are some settings here that you can adjust it into the currency that you like. And account summary, you will see that how much excess of the money you can use. Excess margin means the funds that are not used yet, how much you are left to use. So that is to calculate how many contracts you can enter. Yeah, so let me show you how to actually enter an order. So let us look at the FCPO. Let's say you want to trade the FCPO January. So yeah, you can just click at the search button here and then click the crude palm oil contract and look at January of next year. Just click on it and press OK. It will appear here. So just click on it. And then the price ladder is also linked to the quote monitor. So you can go down and you can actually choose to buy. So let's say I want to buy immediately at market price. So I can choose the price that is on the last price, choose it. Because I want to buy, so I can actually put a buy stop order first, but I want to buy immediately. I don't want to wait for the market to hit that price, only I buy. I want to buy at market price. So I can actually change it to a limit order and click buy. So you can see that, yeah, you're buying higher than the market. So you can see that what is happening to order right here. It means that the order has been placed, but it has not alerted me that the order has been filled. So let me check my order. Account information, open position monitoring. Yeah. So from this account information, open position, right? It actually show that I have a position for the January crude palm oil contract because I just bought it just now. It's a new order. Let me look at it. So yeah, this is you can play around here and see what are the open positions you have and what price you have bought and the important information for trading and for reference. Yep. So yeah, you can play around here. You have other tabs as well, but the most important tabs are these 4 tabs for trading. Also, you can actually trade from the quote monitor too. Let's say you have seen a very good price immediately from the quote monitor. You can actually click on the price and then buy from the quote monitor. So anywhere with price, right, just click on it and you can enter. You will see this order, this order tab jumping out and actually adjust the price that you want and buy from this order tab. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So this is how the derivatives trading simulator is. It is the same type of platform as the derivative, DVTC, Derivative Virtual Trading Challenge. So you can actually start from Derivative Virtual Trading Challenge also. This is what Luna will tell you after my sharing. So yeah, feel free to log into this simulator or directly go to the challenge to try to trade and to learn about trading, and at the same time, right, you can get good prices from winning the challenge itself. So I'm passing the floor back to Shaz. Thank you.
Hi, thank you so much, Susan, for the sharing session. So next, hi, Susan, can you stop sharing your screen?
Yes, sure.
All right. So next, let us invite our Miss Luna Yap. Okay, before I invited Miss Luna Yap to speak, so let me read Miss Luna Yap background profile. So Miss Luna joined Bursa Malaysia Derivative Berhad in 2016 and is currently the retail development lead for BMD. So her immediate responsibility are to strategize overall marketing plans and execute a retail marketing initiative for promotions of products and also services under the umbrella of BMD. So she also tasked to be responsible for A&P planning and manage marketing A&P budget efficiently, and also monitor its effectiveness to ensure the positive ROI. So her roles are then expanded to be as a derivative education advisor to assist in structuring education program for the retail target segment. So after joining BMD, Luna worked with the Korean government trade investment promotion agency under the purview of Ministry of Trade, Industry and Energy of South Korea, which is known as MOTIE, to promote and facilitate the trade activity between Korea and also Malaysia. She graduated from Taipei University in 2010 with a bachelor degree in mass communication. So let's invite Miss Luna Yap, our beautiful Miss Luna Yap today with the pink hair. I love your hair. All right, hi Miss Luna. So I will pass the floor to you, okay?
Thank you, Shaz, for the introduction. I feel a bit shy now. Good evening, everyone. So I hope you all already have your dinner before joining our session. And also thank you to Susan, my colleague Susan, to bring you all through the basic understanding about what is futures trading, and also introduce very useful tools, which is free of charge, that students also can use to experience how the actual trading environment looks like. And that's why my purpose here today is to share one amazing campaign that we are going to run, which is the Derivatives Virtual Trading Challenge. You don't need to use real money. You don't need to fork out your own money. You will get to learn what is future trading about. You can experience actual trading like the pro trader out there using a platform that is don't need to cost anything to you, which is the derivatives trading simulator. So with some of the basic knowledge that you already learned from Susan, right? And then some understanding on how the tools works, wow, this is the traders, the pro traders that are using already. And now you are also one of them that can use this tool. And so I will bring you through the website to understand more about this challenge. Then you will know how you can register for it. You will get the free access to this simulator to use. At the same time, you can stand a chance to win cash prizes. Not only cash prizes, we also have the Touch and Go e-wallet for consolation winner. Okay. Let me share my screen first. Can you guys see my screen already? Maybe someone can let me know in the chat. Okay, cool. All right, this is Bursa Marketplace. You go to Bursa Marketplace, Bursa Malaysia website, and then you will see there's a page called Bursa Marketplace. So please come to this page, and then you go to Derivatives Market. okay, then you will see there is this virtual trading challenge. So click, and then these are all the information about the challenge is here. Okay, I think like this is better. So this website with all the information that you will need to know about our challenge. The challenge will start from 7 November until 6 December. It's a 30-day challenge. So we have a total pool of 40,000 prizes for the participant to stand a chance to win. So as you can see now, we have 18 days left to the challenge. So this year is our second year running this virtual trading challenge. And we have two categories this year. We have the individual category and we also have a team category. But the team category, we are only open for uni or college student. You must be 18 years old and above. Hence, that's why we have one session that targeting the undergraduates for if you are interested, you want to get your friend to join together as a team, like teamwork makes a dream work, right? So you can get ajak your kawan to join it as a team. Or if you feel like very hard for me to get members to join together, you can also go for the individual category. So both category are open for 18 years and above, with some terms and conditions, which later I can also roughly bring you all through. Need to remember, for any campaign, whatever campaign or competition that you all are participating, must fully understand the T&C first, okay? So the registration, we started the registration in early September, so it's still ongoing until next Friday. So if you think that you will have friends that are interested to join the challenge, so you can tell them, hey, hurry up, let's register for this challenge and try out, right? Why not? You don't need to spend any real money, then you get to trade like a pro. So we will close the registration by next 28. So after you read all the full information, if you are interested to participate already, you can just come to this website, you click on this join challenge now. Then you can select whether you want to go for the individual registration or uni team. Then you just need to fill in the form, just fill in all the details. And you may also select which broker you want them to be your mentor, okay? So yeah, how to participate? Come to this page, click on the join challenge now button, okay? Or you can click here, there are many buttons for you to click. Register already. After you submit your registration form, you will receive a confirmation email to confirm that, to say that, okay, you have successfully registered for the challenge, and then what you need to do. They will provide you the link to access the derivatives trading simulator, BTS. So the benefit of joining this challenge, in short, we call it DBTC, is right after you register for the challenge, you can immediately access already to the simulator to start practice, start practice until next Friday. Then you can like sort of get ready to be in the competition to compete with others. So, but before that, it's like, I don't really know what's the trading strategy, what's the skill, what is future trading all about, what are Bursa Malaysia derivatives product all about. You can attend or some upcoming webinars, or you can also watch the past webinar that we have already conducted. You can watch the replay. We will make it available in this website as well. And another platform that for you to learn further, mentioned by Susan just now, which is Bursa Academy. So by 6 September, by 7 November, on that day itself, you need to log in and start trading all the way until 6 December. So every participant will be giving 100,000 virtual capital. So once you log into DTS, you will already have a virtual capital there, 100,000 ringgit for you to trade. So how to win? You need to achieve the highest account balance to win. You have the 100,000 as capital, right? So when you buy and sell contract, you trade our futures contract, your profit and loss will just deduct or add into your the initial capital. So if you want to win, you need to like get more profit lah. So your account balance will get higher and higher. So the highest will be the champion. And these are the products. In Bursa Malaysia Derivatives, we actually offer quite a number of futures and options contract. But for this challenge purpose, we are only featuring these 5 products: the crude palm oil futures, in short FCPO, the East Malaysia crude palm oil futures, FEPO, the gold futures, FGLD, and the FTSE Bursa Malaysia KLCI futures, FKLI, and also the mini FTSE Bursa Malaysia Mid 70 Index future, FN70. So these are the five products that you can trade during the whole challenge period. And just now, I think we did mention that, sorry, DTS platform is actually a virtual trading environment, but replicate live data. So therefore, when you trade in this challenge, you have to follow the exact trading hours of the actual trading hours for each product, and every product has their own trading hours. So what you can do is you click on each product icon, you can actually read their full contract specification to understand what is the time that you can trade. Okay. So like we mentioned, just capture the benefit of for you to join the challenge is, first, you can experience real-time trading like a professional trader. You can also sharpen what you have learned from the past webinar or workshop, sharpen your trading and analytical skill. So through this simulator, you may also learn to observe the market trend. So from there you can learn. And I think this is maybe the interesting part, what you can get after by participating in this challenge. So for individual category, the champion can walk away 7,000. So first runner up 5,000, second runner up 3,000. Then third runner up will get 2,000, fourth runner up will get 1,000. And we also prepare 10 prizes for the consolation winners, who will walk away 200 touch and go e-wallet reload pin. Okay, so for university team, the champion, okay, just now I forgot to mention, university team, you must have 3 members. You must ajak 3 kawan to join together and register under team category. So champion, 3 of you can get 5,000 for cash prizes divided by 3. So each of you will get 1,008 lah, right? Then together with a certificate. And then so followed by first runner up 4,005, second runner up 3,009, third runner up you get 2,007, and fourth runner up you get 1,000. So we also prepare consolation prizes for 10 teams that will fall under consolation, and then the whole team can also win 200 touch and go e-wallet reload pin. So not too sure is this. I think for students, the price is really attractive for students. And for those who participate in DBTC, but you are not, the top 15 team, the winning team, you will also get a certificate to prove that you have participated in DBTC. So we will also issue you an e-cert on participation. Okay, so this part is the familiarization webinar. We still have one session tomorrow, which is happening tomorrow night, that you can still register to learn from our professional, our speakers tomorrow. But after that, we will also upload those all the familiarization webinar that we have conducted. We will make them available in this website for you to play back and watch. So don't need to worry, even though you already missed the previous session, you can still watch the playback and learn and take notes. We will make this available as soon as possible, maybe by mid of next week. So who are our partners? Okay, in this challenge, we have 4 brokers, our licensed broker, Afin Huang, M Investment, CGS-CIMB Futures, and IHB. They are our broker partners. So when you register for DVTC, there is a column for you to pick who do you want to select to be your mentor. So once you select them already, you can actually reach out to the representative if you have any question or if you need guidance, okay, or you want to check them, hey, do you have any more webinars for me to learn or workshop? So you can do that. So you can contact with the person in charge. So far, do you have any question about the challenge? If you have, you can leave it in, maybe you can put in the Q&A. So let me continue first. Just now Susan already roughly walk through how the DTS looks like, right? If you like, yeah, I forgot already. What did Susan say just now, and so on? Don't worry, we have a site also. We have a microsite. Let me show you. So we have a microsite to feature the derivatives trading simulator. The information is also here. This site is for those who are not participating. It's like, I don't want to participate in this challenge, but I want to use this simulator to practice, to want to experience it. Then you have to come to this page to subscribe it. Click on this start now to subscribe it just for a normal usage. But then you only have 30 days. Once the 30 days ended, you will not able to access it anymore. Then you need to contact your preferred broker to see whether they have for further guidance lah. Okay, so if you come to this page, right, you scroll down, there's a section called need help. So no clue on how to navigate our simulator, you can click here. Another thing I want to mention is that this platform is actually powered by QST. Okay, that's the system provider. So they have already a list of tutorial video to guide you how to navigate DTS. This all video is like, it's a very short one, 4 to 5 minutes, or some even below 3 minutes, below 2 minutes. So you can just watch all the video, even below 1 minute videos also available. So you can just watch the video and then to learn, at the same time you navigate the platform. So this will help you to navigate the DTS easily. So you don't need to worry even though you don't have any experience using it. And like I mentioned just now, if you want to see what other learning material that you can refer to learn more, you go to Busan Academy website. You can click here, or you can just type Busan Academy in Google. Then you can go access the page. So these are some of the photo taken. Now we had a very simple, because of MCO, right? So we can only have a very simple and a small group of people to present the prize to our winners. So these are the top 5 winners who won the cash prizes last year. And in this website, there is a full list of quite a number of FAQ for you to refer to. So if you have any question, you can come here first to see whether you can find the answer or not. If you cannot find the answer, no worry, you can still write into us. So our email address is here. As you can see, you can write into futures@busanmalaysia.com. So for clarification, anything about the challenge, about the TNC. But if you already register, you already get the access to the DTS, then you are facing some technical issue, maybe cannot submit the order or some error happen, you can write in straight to QSC support team, and they will help to guide you. Or you have you are facing some problem during registration, also you can contact them. So another person that you can look to is your broker mentor. So let's say during registration, you already select an investment to be your mentor. So their contact details are here. So you can contact them if you need any question, okay? What else do I need to? Okay, again, there's no fees, yeah, to join this challenge. It's free of charge, okay? One IC can only register for one account. So and to participate in this challenge. So don't breach the TNC. If we find out, you just be disqualified. Then if you further scroll down, we did also mention that from what time to what time you can trade, okay? Again, you need to check each product specification. And then the full terms and conditions are available here. So you need to click here and then to read our full TNC. Another things I want to mention that once our challenge started, you will also have a leaderboard. So we will put it up in this website. Later you will see a button say leaderboard. So you click on it, you can see who are the top 50 traders. Then you also can check, is my name in the top 50? And if it's not, then you need to work harder to climb it up. Then you will stand a chance to be the winner and win prizes. So this is our full T&C. So to read it, okay, don't worry, because some people are still asking us, if I didn't close my position, how I need to fork out my real money. I said no. So this is purely virtual capital. Okay, you are not using your real money to trade and to compete with others. Like just now Susan mentioned, when you want to trade, maybe you place a position by buying a contract, then you need to sell it to close your position. Then only you know what's your whether you profit or loss, right? So remember, by the end, the last day of the challenge is 6th December. So on that day itself, make sure you close up all your position. If you buy it, then please sell to close. If you sell a contract, then please buy back to close your position. Then only we will have a more exact amount to calculate your profit and loss, to determine your account balance. Yeah, I guess that's all. We will have a prize giving ceremony, okay? Should be next year January in Busan, Malaysia, and we will make another announcement again once we have the final information. What else did I miss? So yep, I think that's all about the challenge. Anyone has question that want to understand more about DBTC, how to join, can you join or not, and so on? If no question, yeah, Shaz, maybe can pass it back to you. We have prepared a set of Kahoot quiz, right? So they can stand a chance to win a touch and go.
I think there will be, if you have any question, please type your question in the Q&A box, so I can read and pass this question to the speaker.
If there's no question, then we can proceed to have the quiz.
Then,
so to see whether who I think, yeah, the chance is quite high. We will select 10 winners, right?
Okay, so since we have no question from the floor, so let me know, do you guys excited for Kahoot quiz? So if you guys are excited for Kahoot quiz, please type yes, so I can know how many people at here wants to join the quiz. All right, great. So let's show some spirit to get the 30 ringgit touch and go e-reload pin from Bursa Malaysia Derivatives. So great. Okay, we're going to begin our Kahoot quiz very soon. But before that, let me read some quiz instruction. So kindly, you need to visit www.kahoot.it, or you need to download Kahoot application from Google Play or App Store. So then you need to key in your game pin as shown on the screen, and then you need to enter your full name as per of webinar registration. Please make sure that you fill your name as a full name instead of you put a pinky lady or what is it? Cute guy or whatever the short name. So you need to put your full name, for example, like Muhammad Shahri or Ching Yong Chi. Okay, so there will be 11 questions will be shown on your screen. So you will need to select the correct answer on your browser or through your Kahoot app on your mobile device. So the one with the most number of correct answer within the stipulated time, which is 20 seconds, and the fastest response will win. Okay, this is how it may look like on your application. So there will, the first step is you need to enter your PIN. And then the second step, you need to enter your game PIN. Okay, before we started, let me read some rules and regulations. So first thing first, you must put your full name, as I mentioned before, and then each participant is allowed to submit one entry only. So the first question will be a dummy question and will not contribute any mark. So the organizer reserves the absolute right in determining the winners and also disqualifying any winner for any unfair practices. Okay, I think we are entering the quiz time already. So are you guys excited as much as I do?
I hope some of them did like take down some notes. Because all the answer we already shared during our presentation.
Yeah, correct. Okay. Can you see my screen? If you can see my screen, please type yes. Let me, okay. Okay, I think you can enter your game pin at here, and then you can join the, you can enter your full name. All right, great.
Just want to give them some tips or not? Tell
Tips.
them to get ready their calculator.
Oh,
Because there are
yeah.
two questions okay, just from your first, there are two questions that you will need to do some simple calculation.
Yeah.
So if you have calculator
So
or you have
you will be
extra
needed a
book,
calculator,
just get ready, yeah.
or you can have your phone over here.
Yeah.
Calculate, yeah. It's very simple, not that hard. Scott, this is your name?
You actually saw Scott replying, say yes. Scott Chang.
Oh, Scott Chang. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, go. All right. I think we give another 1 minute left, so to get ready and then to make sure that all participants join the Kahoot quiz. I think everyone is ready. If you are ready, please type yes in the chat box. Okay, great. I like the spirit, KB Ong. All right, next, we will begin the Kahoot quiz in 3, 2, 1. Okay, this is dummy question, so there will be no marks awarded. Next will be the real question, so you need to answer it correctly. Yeah. What are the trading hours of FKLI?
Just no music.
Yeah. Got music, is it?
No, there's no music. That's why someone is asking got music.
Can listen the music or not?
Okay, now at least got some sound effect.
Okay, great. Okay, congratulations to Lim Zhu Yi. Next. Wow, okay, next. So let's see the leaderboard. Okay. Lim Zuyi is still the
Yay.
highest climber. Okay, next. Which of the following is the benefit of trading future? Oh, so good, huh? 2D
Whoa.
they focusing in what Susan
Yep.
during the Susan sharing session. Okay, congratulations again to Lim Ziyi. Right, next, the most active and liquid FCPO contract are usually the what contract? Okay, great. I see the same name in the
Wow, Shane, very fast,
leaderboard. Yeah. Which of the following futures contract final settlement is physical delivery?
I hope this one can get all correct.
Oh, got 5 people who got wrong about this question, Aluna. Wow, Lim Ziyi, great, and Pei En. All right, next, true or false? I can use the same CDS account to trade future or an options contract. So this is quite easy question. Wow, I think Lina, this is hard, is it? A lot of people get wrong. In different universities also got wrong.
But good to know. It's a good, how to say, it's a good problem to know that a lot of people don't know that they need a different account to trade futures and options. It's different.
Correct.
CDS account is for you to buy stock, okay?
Okay,
So
great.
now
a lot of people already know lah. Okay, next question. Okay, next, let's see who is in the leaderboard. Li Ziyi, Pei En, Ida, still the strongest in the leaderboard, yeah? Great. So one contract of SPO is equivalent to how many metric ton of crude palm oil? Okay, next. If you long 2 FKLI contract at 1.5, what is your profit and loss? And they answer a bit very slow because of the calculation.
Wow, this is actually a pretty tricky question. Power.
Yeah, it's a pretty. Yeah, it's pretty tricky question.
From the last session, very funny one. The student said, "Yeah, I forgot the times too."
yeah, I still remember. I still remember that. Okay, next. Wow, Lim Ziyi is still in the highest #1, top 1, and Pei En is top 2, and also Ida is still top 3. You maintaining. Great. Next question. This one also a bit tricky.
Last one.
Yeah, last one.
Yeah, last one.
Last one to win. Great. So in the meantime, I will stop sharing, and then in a bit I will share who is the top 10 winner. Okay. Give me a bit. So Luna, give me a bit, 5 minutes. I will come back later with the winner.
Oh, okay. So we need to wait.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, while waiting for Shaz, if you all have any question, want to ask anything about the products, you can ask Susan. About the challenge, you can ask me. Not too easy. But good. I believe it's a good thing that if you answer wrongly just now, then now it actually maybe can store in your memory better. There's a yeah, okay, I answered that question wrongly. So you already know which one is the correct answer.
You guys are really impressive, you know, though, like those questions are actually, that's a little quite tricky. I mean, can calculate in such a short period of time. It's really amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you got one
Only
question.
like 15 seconds, right? Or 20 seconds. So actually
You
quite
gotta
fast
understand
also.
the question
You guys
and
did
answer
very
the
well also.
product.
Yeah.
Cool.
10 bucks is no choice. Yeah. That's the best skill we all the students use, right, during their school time. Okay, Shamil, how much is the training fee? There's no training fee. You don't need to pay anything to register for this challenge. It's free. What you need to do is just fill in your details and submit the registration form.
Yeah, maybe Shamil might mean like the simulation.
Okay, okay,
simulator
in
training
the
fee. Yeah,
simulation,
more
you will start
simplistic.
trading with 100,000
No, I mean, I think he's
working
asking
capital, is
like
it?
trading fee for
Sorry,
the
sorry.
number of
There
or
is
simplistic person.
there is a standard what we call piece of 20 ringgit one day.
Okay, ladies, I'm done. Are you finished with the question?
Oh, sorry. Shamil, right? A flat
Shamil?
virtual commission rate of 10 ringgit is charged per traded contract per site. So it means like
see.
when you buy every contract, it will automatically deduct a flat virtual commission rate of 10 ringgit.
Oh, that's really cool. That's actually reflecting the actual market.
Yes.
Yeah, like kind of
we
like
try
there's a close correspondence.
We try to
Cool.
simulate as close as possible. And also you must trade a minimum 20 lots. So when you buy one contract, equals to one lot. When you sell contract, it's another lot. So here 2 lots. So in total, during the whole campaign period, you must trade minimum 20 lots.
Okay, I think this next question from Ryan T, transaction fee.
Yeah. I
So
think
it's the same question, is it? All right. Okay. So let me.
Sorry, just one more. I just answer one more. If
Okay.
you want to sign up, you can just sign up for individual. You don't need to sign up under university team. If you just one person, you can participate also, as long as you are 18 years old and above, and also Malaysian. Unfortunately, we are only open to Malaysian only this challenge. Okay, now pass back to you, Shah.
Okay, so let me show you who is the winner. But before that, let me know who is excited, who is confident that I am the winner. Because we only know the leaderboard is around top 5. So we got another 5 people who mystery win. So if you are excited, please type, yes, I'm excited. So I want to know the, excitement. Okay, let me share the slide. Hey, let me share the list of the winner. Okay, can you guys see my screen? So this is the name for the top player, top winner, which is number 1. Congratulations to Lim Zhu Yi. And then number 2 runner-up, which is first runner-up is Pei En. And then second runner-up will be Aida Nazili. And then fourth place is Lee Peixian. And then fifth place is Jessie Go. And then sixth place is Shafiq. And then seventh place is Shamil Ilman. And then eighth place is Ryan Tan. And then ninth place is Zian. And for the last one is Scotch. So you guys, 10 of this winner will be, we will contact you guys later for the e-reload pin. Next. Okay, I would like to say thank you for all the students who participate today webinar, and also for Kahoot quiz. And then for all the quiz winner, you guys will be reached out in tomorrow. So next, before I ended this webinar, let me introduce you to our next event, which is next webinar, which is how to trade BMD first exchange and listed into commodity futures rate. So this one also will be giving out a e-reload pin, which is 50 ringgit also for the 10 winners, for the 10 people who, that one is not a quiz, but is for a lucky participants will get the 30 ringgit e-reload pin. So if you like to join the webinar, how to trade BMD first exchange listed into commodity futures rate, which is 27 October on Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. till 10 p.m. same time like today. So please click the registration link in the chat box. Okay, here you go. And then if you're interested, do join. We will be having Mr. Calvin Chin to discuss with this topic. All right, thank you so much to Ms. Nunayab and also Ms. Susan for the sharing session, and also for the explanation regarding the DVTC, upcoming DVTC competitions. So if you guys have a further inquiry, please write to futures@bursa.malaysia.com, and we are excited to see a lot of students to join and participate in the DVTC competition. If you have another problem also during when you are signing up the competition, you can also write to futures@bursa.malaysia.com. They will help you guys with the problem. Okay, all right. Thank you, you guys. Good night, everyone. Good night, Luna. Good night, Susan.
Thank you, Shaz. Thank you, Nina. Thank
Have a
you
good
all.
rest. Thanks.
Awesome and interactive session. Bye.
Yeah. Bye-bye. See you guys again.